Well, today is 13th of September and your theme is global warming. Please write down today's date and theme. Global warming. Lesson 5. Beshinchi mavzu global warming and mixed conditions. Please be active during the lesson. Dars sonida iltimos aktiv bo'lib o'tiringlar. Global warming. What is the global warming? Nima bu global warming? Bilasiz, hozirgi yashayotgan davrimiz juda ham yaxshi. Yashil o'rmonlar, toza havo, toza suv, energiya mavjud. Hamma narsa mavjud. Lekin hamma narsaning ham oxiri bor degandek, bu berilgan ne'matlarni ham agar diqqat bilan, e'tiborli qilib o'zimizga kerakli tarafini foydalanib, ekonom qilib foydalansak, juda ham maqsadga muvofiq bo'ladi. Lekin unaqa emas. Dunyoda qurg'oqchilik zamonining xavfi bor ekanligi aytilyapti. Demak, bu hamma isrofgarchilik, havoning ifloslanishi, mashinadan chiqayotgan kimiyoviy gazlarning hidi, kimiyoviy fabrikalarning suv yoki plyajlardagi axlatlarning tashlanib ketilishi, hammasi bu atmosferaga ko'tarilib yomon iqlim sharoitini paydo qilyapti. Bu global, ya'ni hammaga global degani butun jahon degani, butun jahonning issiq, ya'ni qurg'oqchiligiga olib kelyapti. Bu ikki mavzu shu, global warming. Global warming is the increase in average temperature of the Earth's near surface, air and oceans. Most of the observed temperature increase is caused by increased concentration of greenhouse gases. Major gases, diğer asosiy gazlardan, water vapor 36 and 70%, carbon dioxide 9 and 26%, methane 4 and 9%, ozone 3 and 7%. Can you describe this picture? Bu rasmni tasvirlay olasizmi? Mana dunyo qanaqa bo'lib ketyapti. Planeta bo'lganmiz, planeta. Causes of global warming. Emission of greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide into the atmosphere. The major source is carbon dioxide, 80%, 20% by methane and nitrous oxide. The major source of carbon dioxide is the power plants, burning of fossil fuels for the purpose of electricity generation. About 20% of carbon dioxide emitted in the atmosphere comes from burning of gasoline in the engines of the vehicles. Mashinalardan chiqayotgan kimiyoviy hidlar, ya'ni tutunlarning hammasi bu karbon dioksidga deyiladi. Methane, metan bilasiz bu ham. Methane is more than 20 times as effectual as CO2 at interacting heat in the atmosphere. Methane is obtained from resources such as rice, paddies, bovine, platanus, bacterial box, and fossil fuel manufacture. Deforestation. Asosi forest, o'rmon. Deforestation bu o'rmonning kamayib ketishi, yo'qolib ketishi. Cutting and burning of forests for the purpose of residence and industrialization. O'rmonlarning uy solish maqsadida yo'qolib ketishi, yong'inga uchrashi, bu hammasi global warming sabab bo'ladi. Consequences, natijalari. The effect of global warming is increasing the average temperature of the earth, alterations in the ecology, including an increased sea level, and modifying the and pattern of rainfall. Boosts the occurrence and concentration of severe climate events such as floods, feminized, heat waves, tornadoes, and twisters. Glacier melting, lesser summer stream flows, genus expansions, and rise in the ranges of disease vectors. Various new diseases have emerged. The global warming is extending the distribution of mosquitoes due to the increase in humidity levels and their frequent growth in the warm atmosphere affects the marine life. Global warming, the end is near. Ogohlantiryapti mana. Dunyoning yakun bo'lishiga olib keladi agar siz global warming xavfini kuchaytiraversangiz. Reduce global warming. Qisqartirish uchun global warmingning 10 ta nimasi bor, qadamlari by 10 simple steps. Reduce, reuse, recycle, use less heat and air conditioning, change a light bulb by CPL, drive less and drive smart, buy energy efficient products, use less hot water, use the off switch, plant a tree, get a report card from your utility company, encourage others to conserve. Demak, stop global warming, save our seasons. Demak, rivojlangan mamlakatlarda bu xavfni ogohlantirish uchun birgalashib, butun jahon xalqini birgalashib shu qaytadan axlat tashlamaslik, shu mashinani kam haydash, zavodlarda tutunlarni kamaytirish, ularni hammasini birgalikda to'xtataylik degan namoyish qilingan mana. Endi mashqqa diqqat o'rganinglar, albatta mashq orqali siz baholaringiz bo'lishi kerak. Har darsda o'zingiz baholanishingiz kerak. Men mana bu yerda har kungi darsni baholab kelyapman, lekin faqat 4 ta odamdagina baho bor, qolganlarga endi ko'p tushib ketyapti. Shuning uchun diqqatli bo'linglar. Damage, bu ziyon keltirish. People, odamlar. Jungle, qalin o'rmon. Set on fire, o't qo'ydi. Rescue, qutqarish. Endanger, kamayib ketish. Remedy, davolash vositasi. Rush, shoshilinch. Precipitation, yog'ingarchilik. Demak, shu so'zlarni endi ikkinchi qatordagi so'zlar bilan ma'nosiga qarab moslashtirishingiz kerak. Tanlab, qaysi ma'no qaysiga to'g'ri keladi. Rainforest, yomg'irli o'rmon. Escape, qochish. Threaten, qo'rqitish. Harm, ziyon. Medicine, dori. Human race, inson zoti. Rainfalls, yomg'ir yog'ishi. Burn, kuyish. Hurry, shoshilish. Endi grammatika mavzusi mixed condition. Yozib olinglar. Please write down and listen attentively. Pay attention to this structure. Strukturalarga ahamiyat beringlar. Demak, mix degani o'zi aralash degani. Aralashgan, shart ergashganlar. Demak, mavzuni nomidan bilib o'tgan narsalarga kerak. Aralashgan demak, tiplarini aralashmasidan yasalgan ergashganlar. Uchinchi tip bilan ikkinchi tip aralashadi. Bundan ifdan keyin past perfect continuous. Asosiy gap esa subject would plus verb bo'ladi. If you had called me yesterday, agar siz meni kecha chaqirganingizda, I wouldn't be angry at you today. Hozir sizga xafa bo'lib o'tirmagan bo'lardim. Ikkinchi, if dan keyin ikkinchi tip va asosiy gapda esa uchinchi tip qo'llanadi. If plus past simple past continuous, subject plus would, could, might, have va If I were a sushi maker, agar men sushi qiluvchi bo'lganimda, I would have made sushi for the party last week. Men sushini o'tgan haftadayoq bayramga qilgan bo'lardim. Type 2 and type 1. If plus past simple, past continuous, subject plus will plus. If nobody bought milk yesterday, agar kecha hech kim sut sotib olmaganida, I won't have cereal for breakfast. Man ertalabki ovqatga sut ichmayman. Sotolmagan bo'lsa, icholmayman. It is possible for the two parts of a conditional sentence to refer to different times, and the resulting sentence is a mixed conditional sentence. There are two types of mixed conditional sentence. Present result of a past condition. Like, hozirgi natija o'tgan zamon ta'siridan kelib chiqqan. In this type of mixed conditional sentence, the tense in the if clause is the past perfect, and the tense in the main clause is the present conditional. Demak, if dan keyin past perfect qo'llanilsa, asosiy gapda present conditional qo'llaniladi. Mana tushuntirib o'tishgan ergash shart gaplarda tartiblari hamisha bir xil bo'lmaydi. Sizlar uni almashlar bilan qo'llab va punktuatsion belgilarini tartibiga qarab qo'yishingiz kerak. Masalan, if ergash gap asosiy gapdan oldin kelsa, verbul bilan ajralishi kerak. Agar asosiy gap if ergash gapdan oldin kelsa, verbul tushirilib qoladi. And if I had worked harder at school, I would have a better job now. I would have a better job now if I had worked harder at school. Functions. This type of mixed conditional refers to an unreal past condition and its probable result in the present. This sentence expresses a situation which is contrary to reality both in the past and in the present. In this mixed conditional sentence, the time is the past and the if clause, and in the present in the main clause. If I had studied, I would have my driving lessons. Demak, bu turida deydi, aralash shart gaplarning turlarida ko'proq natijasi hozirda ko'rinadi. Agar o'tganda qilinmagan bo'lsa deydi, qaraymiz. Agar men deydi qattiqroq o'qiganimdamidi haydash guvohnomasini hozir olgan bo'lardim. Lekin qattiqroq o'qimaganman, shuning uchun menda yo'q, natija yo'q. Dальше davom etamiz. Mixed conditionalda siz yanada modal fe'llarni qo'llashingiz mumkin. Man o'rniga would o'rniga could, might ni qo'llashingiz mumkin. Masalan, if you had crashed the car, agar siz mashinani urib olsangiz, you might be in trouble. Siz nimaga qandaydir yomon problemaga nima qilib qolishingiz mumkin, uchrashingiz mumkin. Past result of present or continuing condition. Or in this second type of mixed conditional sentence, the tense in the if clause is the simple past, and the tense in the main clause is the perfect conditional. Let's continue. Please write down the structure of mixed conditional. Here's one line. If clause, if plus past simple, perfect conditional. Structure, if past perfect present conditional, present result of a past condition. If I had listened to your advice, I wouldn't be in the mess. If he had checked the map, he wouldn't be lost. If I had gone to university, I would be a doctor now. Exercise. Please complete the sentence with the help of this structure. Bu strukturga bu mashq qilishingiz kerak bo'ladi. Modulga kiringlar, modulda bu bor mavjud. Demak, test. Let's check your tests after deciding. Demak, qaraymiz. Testda if I were you, agar men sani o'rningga bo'lganimdamidi, I would tell him straight away. Yuziga darrov aytib yuborgan bo'lardi. Demak, if I were you, bu yerda were qo'yish kerak. Ikkita so'z berilgan, shuni to'g'ri bittasini topib qo'yib ketishingiz kerak. Albatta bu mashqni tekshiraman, qilinglar 10 ta test. Endi global warming haqida mana albatta ko'ringlar, global warming haqida video bor, mana shuncha ingliz tilida gapiruvchi native speaker bu, ya'ni o'zini ona tili ingliz tili, shuning uchun men gapirganim bilan uning gapirgani o'rtasida farq bo'lishi mumkin. Speaking pronunciationingizda, ya'ni gapirishdagi aytilishi qanaqa e'tibor bering va global warming haqida informatsiyaga ega bo'ling. Watch. Technical problem, maybe, I don't know why.
We're a finite-minded species. I mean, let's be honest. We all like to count results. We all like to see the impact of the things we're doing. And when we're told we have to do something that will benefit future generations, 40 years from now, or this won't happen for 50 years, but we have to act now. A lot of people they shrug their shoulders. Après moi la déluge. It's not my problem, right? After me comes the flood. I won't be here. I think the most important thing is two things. One is we have to change our own metrics, and our metrics should be about momentum rather than absolutes, especially with things like this, which are infinite in their own respect. There is no winning and losing in the climate game. And I keep saying this, which is we've got the messaging completely wrong. That's the second part, which is the messaging we've gone completely wrong. First of all, we called it global warming. Sounds appealing. It also creates confusion, especially when you have colder than average winters. But I thought it was warming because people confuse the climate and the weather. The weather and the climate are not the same thing. We should have called it like climate cancer or something, because people react to something like that. But the other thing is we keep talking about we have to save our planet. We have to save our planet. That is actually not true. The planet will be fine. The planet will survive no matter what. Life will continue with us or without us. What we have to do is save our species. We are affecting the climate to the point where we will make living conditions impossible for our species, because we'll either kill our own food sources or make it impossible for us to live. Because the secondary and tertiary effects of everything that we do, you overfish, it kills coral, all of these things happen that make it impossible for us. It's not save the planet, it's save the human race. And that's what we don't talk about. Because unless you're environmentally minded, so when we talk about saving the planet, it doesn't appeal to everyone. Talking about saving the human race, ensuring that your family will survive, I think that's a much better messaging. So I think we got the messaging wrong, quite frankly. So it's not about saving the planet, it's about saving the human race and creating a planet that can sustain human life, as much as life is everything else that helps us survive too, flora and fauna included. So one is messaging, the other one is how we measure metrics. We want to measure metrics in terms of momentum. Are we moving in the right direction as opposed to absolute?
Okay, thank you. Please write down your home task in the notebooks. Then I will send you this presentation. write the necessary information here and make decide the test. This is your format. Commonly confused expressions. Here is a quick overview of some phrases and expressions that are commonly confused adashib ketadigan. Suppose it too easy to. You are not supposed to break the rules. Not you are not supposed to break the rules. You are not supposed to break the rules. I'm used to living alone. It's wrong to drop the D in the supposed and use it. However, this is a mistake that many people make. Beside the point, if something is beside the point, it's not relevant to the point. It's wrong to write beside the point. Beside means next to or at the side of. Besides means in addition to. Couldn't care less. The expression I could care less is always wrong. Okay? This is a confusing expression which is commonly used while speaking. And so, please pay attention to the presentation. For today, please, if you have questions, you may ask me. Do you have any questions? No? If you don't have any questions, let's move over. Goodbye.